Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Complaint Department. I'm your host, Dkaelynd. And it is Good Friday. I hope everyone is doing well. Um, just in my office. Fortunately, like for those who are tuning in and curious, this is my girlfriend's side of the side of the wall with her computer, as you can see. So, yeah, it's understandable. I do apologize in advance, but I'm not saying that, I don't have stuff on my side of the wall. Because I can actually show you guys, actually. As you can see, I've got Castlevania things, and then, of course, I've got my Castlevania collection. And my Kaiba thing. Or my Kaiba Yu-Gi-Oh! Wall. But there you have it. I have stuff like that. So, yeah, I have a wall. It's all good. um, I just share the room with my girlfriend, so that's why there's a bunch of Frozen stuff. She loves Frozen, which is nothing wrong with that. So, how's everybody doing? It's been a while since we've kind of crossed paths and played some games together and did a whole bunch of stuff. Just want to let you know now, I've done some work on the channel, so there are new emotes for those who are part of our family. For those who follow, we have quite a few emotes that you guys can use. We also have some for those who like to use the bits. And we have those emotes for those who like to subscribe. Not saying you have to, but it's greatly appreciated if you do. That being said, I hope everyone's day is doing well. Let's dive into Diablo 2. I'm going to be doing some farming here, so I'm just going to be playing on my druid. We're going to be doing some hell runs, which are always fun. And of course, my controller is being silly. What else is new? Hope the audio levels are good. If not, I can easily fix that. It's not a big issue. Let me just double check. Yeah, I have a feeling that's the case. Give me a second. Yeah, this should be speakers. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Do some things now. Alright, let's... Oh yeah, no, there's music. Turn my music off. Double check this. Options. Audio. Yeah, I turned it down. Let's turn that back up. There we go. Apply. Alright. That should be better. Move the bar. Start of the game, let's do some stuff. Alright. So don't hesitate to discuss things or whatnot. I'm here to chat. I'm always here to help talk and discuss things and all the fun stuff. Hope everyone is doing well and getting prepared for Easter. Just gonna kill everything that's around and tell me what you thought if you guys played Diablo 2. Let me know what you think about the new patch that just got released. I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, this is my first attempt at the new patch, so apparently they did a huge overhaul for these guys, and I'm kind of glad. And I'm making mincemeat of everything, which is kind of hilarious. There is that. Let's see here. Alright. Yeah, my favorite class has always been the Druid. any type of druid. Like, my personal favorite has always been the Fury druid, or the Shapeshifter. Because I just like the shapeshifting aesthetic. It's always fun. What are you guys' favorite classes? Do you guys like the Necromancer, the Amazon, Sork, Barbarian? I'm kind of glad that with the new aesthetics they actually added for the classes, they actually, you know, gave them an actual, like, barbarians a fighting chance now in, like, hell and a whole bunch of other stuff, because they versatiled all of their skills and made the underused skills now more active and more powerful, which is what they needed. Because, let's face it, really not much many can do with it. So I'm kind of excited to see how this new expansion will play. For you. Ripsaw. Alright. First unique of the day. So Ripsaw, we'll just throw it to our stash for now. So we're gonna go to Tristram and we're gonna go play cows, because cows are funny. And they're fun. Just gonna mow these guys down. There, you stupid things. I really, really hate the guys at Resurrected. Really annoying. Die! All of you must die! Okay, everything. Everything! Wahaha! I don't know. Maybe a little too over the top? I don't know. Maybe. Just maybe. Who knows? So, we are going to go to Tristram. What's this? Immune to physical? Really hate physical. Crap, am I moving like a bat? The bat. Stone skin and immune to physical. You know what? I don't want to be here for all day. Hell with that nonsense. It's life. It dies. It makes Julian fries. Quite literally. Stop resurrecting them. It's annoying. All the gold. Well, the fact that we can use controller now, which is nice. It's actually really good. Way too many of these. Let's go get a Tome of Town Portal. Let's go kill some cows, shall we? Two kitty cows. Because cows. Open up the cows. Have to kill the cows. Killing. Lay down. Oh, them down. Ow. Currently getting a lot of claws. Not that I'm complaining, it's just interesting. We got her. 2, nothing useful there. Superior claws. Not a free drop. Moving on. Killing the Cow King. Huh? Cow King. Yeah, they weren't kidding. They buffed Fury Druids, that's for sure. Like, holy crap, my attack is fast. Nice. Maybe actually I might get some high runes through this. That'll be a nice turn of events. We got her Dimensional Blade. Giant axe. Amethyst. What's Amulet has on offer? Amulet is 45 mana. Excuse me. I didn't see you could attack me while I'm looking through this stuff. What do we got here? Required level 35 adds 2 to 13 damage, 299 attack power, fire damage, and lightning damage. Huh. Yeah. Probably not the greatest. Keep her dying. My way. Cows. Would you just die already? Thank you. Healing. Come on. Killing all the cows. Killing all the cows. I killed my guy again. Stop killing him. So, my biggest gripe about Diablo 2, like, it's not the difficulty, it's not the, you know, the mass hordes and all that stuff. That has nothing to do with that. It's a drop rate. I really dislike the drop rate at times. I don't want to spend like 4 or 5 million years basically trying to farm a hybrid. I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, you know, they should be you know, something to be excited about when they drop. And I don't want them to, like, drop all the time, like how Diablo 3 fixed the item issue, which, to me, was a little excessive, if you ask me. I think that was the dumbest thing that they could have done. But what I mean by that is, it's more of the sense of they could have found an equal or an easier medium, if you will, where the drop rates are a little better, but they don't have to be like Diablo 3, level of drop rates, because that was a pain in the ass. Like, it's like, okay, so I want to build, like, say for example, this set build for my Crusader, like, we'll say the Charger build, and I need the set items to get that, and then I have to have something in my cube, or some items are built for the cube, and the drop rate is just, you do a bunch of rifts, and the next thing you know, oh, I've got everything I need within maybe a couple hours, depending, like the basic level of what you need. Like, that to me was just kind of anticlimactic, if you will. And it just kind of, it kind of leaves that, okay, well, now what? With Diablo, yeah, there's farming and grinding and all that stuff, which is great, but there's still more to be desired with this. Like, I'm glad that they brought it up to, like, Diablo 3 style graphics, which was nice. And the developers even stated that there's work to be had. Like, there's a 20-year gap between this and Diablo 3, Grand Charm. So, there's a lot of content that can be literally had. And that's kind of cool, if you ask me. But, in the same token, too, I don't expect, everything to be handed to me on a silver platter, because that's no fun. If that was the case, it kind of makes you not want to play it anymore, But, I like farming once in a while. I don't expect to get, like, everything on, first try or anything like that. Like, that's... To me, that was where Diablo 3 kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and why I always loved Diablo 2 more. Because it felt, you felt accomplished when you got an item. And that's where a lot of people, I think, fail to see the difference between the two of them. So they don't understand where the difference is. Like, they think that Diablo 3 is better because story-wise or whatnot. Personally, I think the story was terrible. But that's just me. Again, it all comes down to perspective. Some people may like it, and that's okay. Like, my take on how things should be in, gaming is, if you enjoy a game, play it. If you don't enjoy it, don't play it. Pretty much that's it. Like, no one's forcing you to play a game that you don't want to play. Because that's just silly. Maximum stamina. Ugh. My level's garbage on this run. Like, what is this? But then again, I'm not using my MFer. I'm trying to farm runes. So, I don't expect to get a rune right off the hop. If I do, it's probably going to be a low tier rune, like maybe an Ort or a Ral. Maybe. I mean, I'm getting a lot of gems, which is nice. Gems are always good. I mean, they're good for something. Slaughter everything. Wahaha. I only collect, like, for when it comes to jewels, or sorry, gems, I only collect, like, the actual gem and its lower tier. Or a higher tier, sorry. So perfect and the regular. And now I'm starting to understand. Because I used to play my druid with a when I played my druid, all I used was ethereal Breath of the Dying Thundermaw on my builds. Sure, the damage was output was static and it was great, but I barely could do any damage. Like I could barely get through. I was really slow. And then I started looking up guides and you know, reaching out to the D2 community, and I learned that this weapon here is the best thing you could probably get for a druid, and I understand why now. Because it ignores target defense and the whole bunch of other things to it. Like everyone's like, I could, for the longest time I couldn't understand why it was so good, because I was sitting there looking at it. I'm like, the damage output I'm doing what 1,190 or 1,100 or sorry 1,091 to 1278. When I was using the Breath of Dying Thundermaw, I was literally only doing like I was maybe like 1,000 or 1,500 to almost 22k, and I'm like, so the damage output is so much higher. Why is the grief so much better? Like I couldn't understand it. Now I understand it. I think the biggest problem was me making the griefs. Like they were a pain to build because I didn't have any, if you will. I never had any low runes, and mal runes were pretty easy to get until like it was interesting. It took a while for me to understand just how things worked out. So there is that too. Really? Probably upgrade these gems. So I'm thinking about getting back into some community games later on. Now, for those who are curious on which community games I'm thinking about, Jackbox games, maybe some co-ops. Stuff like that. But play it by ear. One of the valuable things I learned in this game is do not keep gold on you and your self or in your personal stash. Put it to your shard, because if you keep it on your personal stash, die, you lose that gold or a portion of it. In this, now you don't have to worry about that. So that's always a bonus. All right, moving on. For your script, what's socket? Nope. Killing the cows. Never gets old. Move, 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 move. My helmet's about to work. I should probably get that repaired. As well as emerald. Okay, a small farm. Get the small farm and alright. We're gonna go back and we're gonna repair the gotta repair my stuff.
Good evening.
There we go. All my armor is repaired. Hold back. Emerald. Noticed I've been getting everything else but emeralds and diamonds, which is kind of funny.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh, what's this? I won't say no to MF. Never say no to MF. Well, unless you're too high on magic life. The dice make really surprised. Holy crap, am I going fast? My god. Never been this fast in a long time. Man. Well, this one might be a bust, which is no big deal. Kill the cat. Well, I'd say that drop rate's kind of eh. A little disappointed, but I expect every run to be perfect. You're going to get something or you're not. It's that simple. And when you're farming, you got to look at it in a fun perspective. You have no problems farming for long periods of time, do it. If you do, don't. Ah. Another amulet. Alright. Take that. Amulets may be worth something regardless if they're regular or whatnot. Do we have mana burn? We do have mana burn and immune to physical. Wunderbar. Just the thing I need to know. Great. And frickin' mana burn. It's the worst combination known to man for melee builds. I do like the names though. Take that ball of sapphire. There was some cows on this. Can't go around missing cows. That's not allowed. course. Skeleton. And yeah, I can truly say this much. I enjoy the game, but there are times where it just gets kind of tedious and boring. But you know what? If you enjoy a game, play it. That's all the best people do. I like gold. Gold is good. Gold. I think this run is the done. I don't think there's anything left on this one. Which is fine. We'll go kill, we can also go kill Diablo. Make sure I've got everything killed before we move on. Yeah. So, plan on, well, it's time. Spoke too soon. Now that I got a steady work schedule again, I can actually, start getting back into a routine of streaming again. Apologize on the hiatus for a long time, but you know how work, takes priority on things, so... Now that I can actually do things like that.
I am overburdened.
How about you? Poison resist minimum damage. Maybe 16. Scroll. E. Chest here. Something in the chest. I hate empty chests. So annoying. Alright, cows are done. Moving on. Moving on to the next area. Go. Now to cows. Get over it. Admit your fate and die. Chaos Sanctuary. Always have a contingency plan just in case. Break. I remember back in the day when the game was just released and these like Doom Knights, or not Doom Knights, but the Oblivion Knights had the frickin' Iron Maiden, and it just made frickin' believe a character just kill themselves every time they came to Chaos Sanctuary. They just automatically they cast Iron Maiden, and then we just die with one hit. Like, especially Fury or Zealots. We would just walk in, hit an enemy, and would just die instantly. It's like, well, crap. That's not good. Terror Builds was tedious as all hell. Never fun. Oh god. So from what I was reading, the trick to well, still. The trick to getting high runes is being in a high density area and killing them. And just kill a high density enemy. There's no real math to it or requires it. It just happens. It either drops or it doesn't drop. That's the downside of it. Everything with mana burn, like, come on. Like, ugh. Oh yeah. What is your favorite game? I feel like, oh, something I'd like to know. What are people's favorite games? And why they like them? I actually, it's kind of things I like to know is because I may actually try something new. I've always been down for trying something new. Um, like, as much as I say I hate Fortnite, I've tried it. When the game first came out, it was a great game. And then Battlegrounds came out, and the community just went to hell in a handbasket. I really hate toxic communities when it comes to that. Like, I want to enjoy a game, not like rant and rave or deal with whiny little kids or something like that. I don't know. It's when you play a game, you want to enjoy it. If I'm not mistaken, I'm sure everybody wants that. They play a game, they want to enjoy the game, not hate the game because of X reason or whatnot. They want to play the game because they love it, or a franchise that they enjoy. It's the thing that a lot of people don't realize when it comes to games is there's more to it than just that. Like, games do well because people enjoy playing them. A lot of people enjoy playing them. That's great. Like, I've seen every type of game that's playing on Twitch. Like, you walk around, or you go around on Twitch and you look at various things, and you can see, hey, this is pretty good. This is pretty good, and we'll go with that. But I don't think anybody wants to see, or you don't want to dive into a game that you just don't like playing. That's not the reason why you play the game in the first place. You play it because you enjoy it. And that's the good thing. But I've always been a co-op type guy. Playing the games that you can play with people. And yeah, sure, like, having battle style. Having, for example, a PvP setting is okay. there's nothing wrong with PvP. Um, but I think that certain games shouldn't be dictated by PvP. It should be it's its own separate entity. Where basically PvP, you're playing it's a PvE game or player versus enemy game for those who don't understand the abbreviation or something that no, it's just yeah. Um, you're playing against a player versus enemy game, and then they have player versus player elements. But the thing that a lot of people, or what determines the outcome of the game, for example, is people's when a game gets updated, um, and then a certain skill gets nerfed or buffed, and it makes the class completely and utterly busted now. Like, that shouldn't become a thing. Like, I think PvE should be its own separate element compared to PvP. And that's kind of how certain classes in games like that, where PvP determines the outcome of a class, it kind of ruins a game for some people. Like, I'm going to use World of Warcraft, for example. For the longest time, Fury Warriors were not well liked in the early stages of World of Warcraft. It was all based around PvP mainly, and the occasional PvE. So if you were basically playing a warrior, you were either doing one of two things. You're either playing arms for PvP, or you're playing Fury. Or not Fury, but protection for tanking and PvP as well. Like, Fury was just underrated. And then you had, like, mages.
I need mana.
What was with everything with, like, what the hell is going on? Why am I going through mana like it's nothing? But, anyways, like, that's the thing. Like, I should like this is why I like games like, I don't know if any of you guys heard the Secret World or Secret World Legends. Yeah, it's kind of a dead game nowadays, but it brought a unique element that a lot of people were shocked at, and it worked. Was you could completely customize how you your playstyle. You had 9 different weapons that you can combine in any way, shape, or form that you wanted. You wanted to play pistols? Play pistols. You wanted to play pistols and shotgun? Go ahead. You could do that, and it didn't matter what you played, as long as it worked and it had a good synergy with each other. You were fine. And that's kind of where I looked at it, and I was like, now this is unique, and I like that. You can play however you wanted to play and not get shoehorned into a class. Or shoehorned into a specific spec just so you can continue to the game. To me, that seems limiting. And it's basically driven by the community. So if, say, for example, your favorite class is Warrior in World of Warcraft, back in, like, the original game of Burning Crusade, and you wanted to go raiding, you were either going to be a tank, or hope to God your DPS can outchart certain classes, and they took you along. Otherwise, good luck. You weren't getting in. And some people have good luck, some people didn't. But even still.
Not even death can save.
Alright, Diablo. Time to die. Goodbye, Diablo. What you want? What are you? You might be worth something good. A maelstrom. Maelstrom. That's an interesting one. Might be a good one to have. That may be worth something.
I can't
Okay.
carry anymore.
It's a armlet. Yeah. Gonna head back. Hey Colin, how's it going? Hope your morning is good. I am doing good. Just ranting about games and how, you know, certain like multiplayer games should not be dictated by PvP or specific classes or specific specs to enjoy the game. Like as I was saying earlier, for example, in World of Warcraft, Fury Warriors were a commodity and basically frowned upon in most of the early game of World of Warcraft because they would rather take an arms warrior who did more damage or it was PvP based. Fury was basically very few people played it because they wanted to get through raiding. They had to be a tank. They wanted to do PvP. They had to be arms. It was kind of sad, and it was also going on about classes classes and specs determined on PvP. So PvP is going on, and then all of a sudden the next update's coming out, and they decided to take a specific ability for a class that was great in PvE that gave them survivability and all our stuff, and then nerf it beyond belief, where now that class and spec can't survive in PvE anymore because of PvE nerfs or sorry PvP nerfs, which to me kind of ruins the game. Like if you're gonna do PvE and PvP, do them separately. I know it's hard to do, but you should have a separate server specifically for that. Or a specific class or a section where you have PvP and PvE separate. I know it's a lot of work, but that's the trade-off that unfortunately we have to look at because it shouldn't be a class shouldn't be determined based on PvP. Now, what they could implement in certain games is, say for example, you're playing a PvP character, and one of your spells, which is your main damage output spell in PvP, is your bread and butter. It helps you survive through the game. But in PvP, it's game breaking. It totally breaks the game. What they could do is when you go into a PvP setting, the nerf affects or is put into play against players, but it still does the normal thing against monsters or something like that, or non-PvP elements. Like, to me, that would be a little bit more structured and a little bit more balanced compared to, like, completely taking a class and shutting it down in PvE all because of PvP players. Like, to me, that just... it rubs me the wrong way, where why do I, the PvE player, have to suffer because of this? Yeah, exactly. Like, why does me, the PvE player, have to suffer because some whiny little player in PvP demands nerfs of this class because it's too game breaking? So now I can't play my favorite class or spec in normal gameplay with against monsters because of these guys. Like that's how you like alienate players from a game and force it's basically force feed them a direction of playing, and that's it. That's why WoW is starting to decline really well. That and they really don't care about their lore anymore, but that's beside the point. That's a different argument altogether. Just saying. I mean, that's kind of one of the biggest pet peeves I've always had. Anyways, so yeah, how's your morning going, Colin? I'm doing pretty good. You'll notice, as a follower, you have emojis that you can use now. In the later. So followers should have new emotes that you have access to. Mistake. Just double check over. Yep. Yes, you guys do. So you have follow emotes, and you have tier emotes. Well, the biggest problem I had when it came to that is because of the fact of work. It's the main reason why I couldn't, stream as much, because there would be times where my usual stream days, which was Thursdays, I'd be working in the evening. So I wouldn't be able to stream. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But now, like, I've got a set schedule again. I can actually just stream on my days that I want now, like, which is anywhere between Thursday to Sunday. So I can actually do that again, which is nice. Slowly working on things. I have a green screen, I just don't have the setup for it. You know what I mean by that is pegs to pull it up. I actually have a green actual screen, so excuse you? Sparkling ball. Morning stuff. I'm gonna kill all these guys. You never know, they might drop something good. Pretty crown shield. They killed my minion, you bastards! You monsters! How dare you! Yup, minion died. Rip minion. Yeah, no, I was just explaining at the beginning of the stream there, Colin, that I've added a few things to this to the channel. We have following emojis now. I've added George Jedi and Penrose emojis for tier 1 of subscribers, and I also have emojis for those who donate bits. So we're slowly working up in the world. We're done with this. We're gonna start a new game. And that's kind of the thing. I made sure that start giving the channel a little bit more love and get everything up and running again. 'Cause I like streaming. I enjoy it. I like playing the games that I enjoy playing. I mean, I'm playing this one right now. So that's a fun thing. I'm basically farming today and chatting, so anybody want to talk about anything, feel free to chime in. I don't mind. I actually enjoy discussions. About anything, that is. Ooh, and courtroom. Yay! Yay! I don't care. It's an courtroom. What would you do? Courtrooms don't get me anything. Not worth anything. Right. I want to get these identified. Come here, Deckers. Chain lightning. We got here. Chain lightning. +2 to masteries. Causes monsters to flee 100%. Lightning resist, half freeze. I may hang on to them. They may not be worth anything. But, you know, you never know. Somebody may want it. We'll do another chaos run. We'll work backwards this time. If you haven't joined our Discord, feel free to do so. Link will be posted up there. We have a bot for that, so if you want to push the exclamation Discord, you can actually see the Discord. Way. Now I understand why I'm losing mana. It's those freaking ghost things. I really hate them. No, I don't have to. It's the bot that with Talroom. Yeah. It's a bot that AK helped me set up. So it does it automatically. The moment that there's chat activity, it'll actually pop up. So there's that now. Like I said, we've done a lot of work on this channel, and I'm still trying to, you know, get a routine, get a schedule up and running for everybody. Now they're freaking immune to physical. Ugh. I like challenges, don't get me wrong, but immune to physical is stupid. Like, really stupid. Okay, you know what? That guy's getting annoying. And it's not the immune to physical I'm worried about. I'm not worried about that. It's this guy. Go away. Now I can deal with this guy because all he is immune to physical. He doesn't have, like, any, you know, real issue. Let's move even faster and attack him. Wahaha! Die! Thank you. Go away, you annoyances. I just, okay, seriously, I hate those things. Go away. Still fine. Go away. So, how's your day going so far, Colin? Thought I'd do an early stream in that, you know, people can enjoy their breakfast, watch some Diablo 2 or something like that. Discuss about everything and anything. Demon hide gloves. Those might be might be something. Might be Draculas. What's that? Survey says Venom Grip. Yeah, it might be a little something. Throw it back. And drop these off. So that's always good. So for those tuning in, welcome to the complaint department. I'm Dkaelynd. Just doing some Diablo 2 farming. Talking about anything and anything. So if you have anything you want to add in or talk about something, feel free to chime in. I'm always down for conversation. Actually enjoy it. Die, you stupid demons! I wonder if I can get something cheap. Got vamp braces. Vamp braces was always nice. Not exactly MFing, I'm just basically rune hunting, and my druid's probably the fastest person I can kill. Per se, next to my maybe next to my Sork, but problem with my Sork is she's pure blizzard, so if it's immune to cold, she ain't doing jack, which is kind of sad. Ring. Oh, mana. Seriously? Away. Alright, let's see what we got here. I really hate those guys. Mana Burn, immune to physical, the worst combination anybody can deal with. Especially for a melee user. Death Rune. Well, start. I don't expect to get a high rune right off the hop. I mean, this is only run number 2. So. I mean, I could probably switch to my sword. Problem is, though, in that it's certain... Why am I losing mana? What the hell? Bible just save us. Ark Survival Evolved. No, I can't say I have. What's it like? Is it mobile? Is it PC? Is it console? Like, what type of game is it? I'm actually kind of curious of what it's like. You need demons. You are nothing compared to my werewolf boar. Wahaha. Your flame breath does nothing. Nothing. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's kill Diablo.
Not even death can save you from me.
Which I can. Oh, that one. Please be good. I mean, it might be good. Maybe? Couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
I'm gonna go... Guys... I'm no expert, but... Yeah, I'm not entirely 100% sure this is actually a good claw. I mean, it looks decent, but couldn't tell you. Honestly, couldn't tell you if it was worth anything or not. Maybe, might not be. Your guess is as good as mine. Alright, let's go here. Interesting. I mean, I like dinosaurs as much as everybody else, but I'd have to take a look at it.
The Order welcomes you.
Okay. Oh, that one. I think I've heard. I think I've seen my brother play that one. I'm not gonna lie. I like RPGs. Taming monsters and all our stuff, or what have you, just I don't know. It screams RPG, like open world RPG Pokemon. Eh. Cool concept, great graphics, not my cup of tea. I don't want to tame them, I want to kill them. I want to hunt. If I'm going to do that, I'll play... If I'm going to do something similar to that, it's like Monster Hunter only. Only... It's like Monster Hunter meets... Valheim meets Pokemon. You tame them. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just... It's kind of like... I get Pokemon vibes, or Digimon vibes, where you tame them. I mean, you can kill them, yes, but it comes down to the whole aspect of, okay, so do I just play Monster Hunter? Or Valheim, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, it's like combining two franchises in one, which I like, but on the same token, too, the elements are similar to, like I said, Monster Hunter meets Valheim. You know? I'm not saying it's a bad game. Like, if you enjoy it, awesome, keep playing it. Don't stop because of me. I will never tell a person to stop playing a game because I don't like it. Ever. That's not me. It's not how I do things. Well, yeah, it's like I said, it's like Pokemon meets Valheim meets Monster Hunter World. I get it. I mean, I'll take a look at it. I'll probably watch a couple videos of it, and I can probably be like, is this something I want to play, or is this something I don't want to play? Like, I usually, yeah, I usually will look into something before picking it up. If they have a demo, I'll play the demo. But yeah, like I was really excited about Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt as for an example. And the gameplay looked fun, and then they turn around and told, like, before even the beta came, like, halfway through the beta coming out, or alpha or whatnot, they're showing, so here's what you do, you get these weapons, you can climb walls, you can do this, you can do that, and then you find out it's Battle Royale, and it's like, nope. It's like, you made a great concept of a game, like open world based around Vampire the Masquerade and White Wolf's work, which is great. But the fact that you made it a Battle Royale just kind of rubs me the wrong way. It's like, I don't want a PvP game. I want an open world RPG where I can enjoy grouping up with people, or, you know, playing the game by myself and slaughtering people. I don't want to play in Battlegrounds. Like, yeah. Your guess is as good as mine, but it's because everybody, because Battleground games are apparently the biggest fad right now. And it's magic resistance? Oh, this is great. Because Battlegrounds apparently are doing really well, they want to jump, or Battle Royales, sorry, are doing so well. Every franchise in their name is basically trying to capitalize on it. I mean, sure, it's a great marketing scheme, and I'll give them credit for that, but who in their right mind wants to play that? Especially if you want to play an open world game where you can explore an amazing story. Not just beat somebody down with a vampire or whatnot. Like, I'll just go play, you know, PUBG or something like that, or Counter-Strike. Like that, to me, that's just a waste. Waste of a potential franchise that could have been something bigger. Kind of sad if you ask me. It's a waste. Waste of a franchise if you ask me. It's a waste. You could have done something more with it. Now I'm sounding like a broken record. Sorry. It's like taking, I don't know. For those like Metal Gear Solid, well, I'm going to use Metal Gear Solid as an example. Let's take Metal Gear Solid and turn it into a battleground. Or a battle royale. Yeah. Why? It's no different than frickin' playing, you know, Black Ops or Battleground or Battlefield and stuff like that. It'd be no different. What was another one that would be pretty funny but pointless? Contra. Let's take Contra from Konami and that, where it was basically a bunch of commandos killing aliens. Yeah, let's take that and make it into a battleground. Like, why? You know? And that's basically what Vampire the Masquerade is. It's like, why waste a franchise and make it into a battleground? Like, it's just dumb. Like, a lot of people who are huge into Vampire the Masquerade and love the World of Darkness would have preferred, you know, the World of Darkness that they were planning on doing that got canceled. They don't want a battleground or a battle royale. They want this. Make this, not that. Which brings me to another rant that I have to mention. People taking franchises and making bastardizations or terrible adaptations of said franchise. It's not necessary. Oh, but the kids will love it. No, they won't. Well, they wouldn't understand the story in the first place. Yeah, like, here's a prime example. We all know how Teen Titans was and Teen Titans Go. A lot of people were mixed feelings about Teen Titans Go. That's understandable. You know, I'm still on the fence about Teen Titans Go. I mean, some of the things that goes on in the episodes are pretty funny. And then others I'm just kind of looking at going, huh? How is this hilarious? How is this good? Especially after a series like the original Teen Titans cartoon. I mean, that was funny and actually really well deserved. It's like taking Batman, the animated series, and then turning it into like a version of like Batman the Animated Series Go or something like that, where it's just basically comedy with Batman. Like, really? No one wants to watch that. I had to laugh. I was watching a commercial or a ad where they took Thundercats, and this is a dark show from the cartoon from the 80s, which is understandable. And they made. They came out in 2011 with another show, which seemed to be like either a reboot or a new, or a continuation or something like that. It was dark. It was good. I enjoyed it. But other people didn't enjoy it too, or other people didn't enjoy it. Like, it's a mixed thing. But then they were talking about in interviews and all that stuff, and they were doing this promotional thing for Thundercats Roar. which is basically Teen Titans Go, but with Thundercats. And in the actual, like, for example, interview with the creators of it, it's like, oh, we're fans of the show that making something for the fans. And I looked at the YouTube video, and I looked at the dislikes, and it was the most hated, like, video of all time. And I was like, holy crap. Clearly they have no idea what they're doing, because it was another thing. It was like the trailer for Ghostbusters Answer the Call. And everyone was up in arms about that one. Because people thought it was going to be like, it was like a reboot and all that stuff. Like, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't like it either. And it's not because of who was playing in it, or what. That had nothing to do with it. Like, and then they blamed, like, everyone for being a misogynist. So I'm like, what? No! People hated it because it was poorly written. The Nostalgia Critic did a review about it. And yeah, at most, it's average. It's an average movie. And that's fine. Like, I get that. But saying it was a masterpiece and it was great is calling the kettle black. No. Like, you literally have to watch the extended edition to grasp the concept of what's going on. Like, quite literally, you have to watch the extended to understand the general idea of what happened in it. And even then, it still doesn't make any sense. Like, a 4-year-old, or a grade 4 reading and writing level could write a better story than Answer the Call. I mean, some of the action was pretty good in it, I will openly admit. The gadgets were freaking amazing. I won't say no to that either. But even still, like, I don't understand why Hollywood thinks that reboots are a good thing. They're really not. Ooh, make a white... Ooh, yes. We're gonna keep that. Oh, and a summoning... Okay. I can get out my inventory.
I can't carry anymore.
You're right there. Get out of my inventory too. Sash, what are you? Also bad. But yeah, like, I can rant about movies until we're blue in the mouth. Like, poorly like, we can all admit poorly adaptation movies are something that, whoa, touchy subject with some people. Oh, is it ever? Yes and no, actually. I've actually watched an anime that had a poor ending to the franchise, and had an amazing adaptation to the live action, and that was Ranma Half. Ranma Half was like 7 seasons. The manga was only 36 volumes, and the ending is just horrendous. But yet, the live action intro was amazing. It was like, all right, I can get behind this. This is good. This is really good. About time, you know? And then you get like stuff like you're just asking, well, why? Ooh. What are you? Heal stamina plus 13, plus 5 to minimum damage. I'm gonna hang on to that. That actually might be worth something. prime example of bad adaptations. Here's a couple that need no explanation. Avatar or The Last Airbender. I mean, that was bad. And then, of course, you've got Dragon Ball Evolution. We don't even need to announce that one. Like, what were they thinking? Kind of deal. I mean, have I watched it a couple times? Yeah, I have. And no matter how we look at it, it was bad. Like, really bad. But yeah, for those tuning in, I'd like to know what your favorite movies are. See what people's favorite movies or games are, or any recommendations that you would give. Like, I recommend this game if you're into, like, you know, killing demon hordes and all that stuff. But I understand, like, you know, I don't want to support Blizzard. Yeah, I get that. I understand. I don't either. I don't want to give them money either. But I hate to say it, but this game was the only exception because I love this game. I grew up on it. And no amount of telling me otherwise is going to stop me from getting would stop me from getting this game. I love it too much. Yay! Immune to physical. God damn it. Ice Head. Alright, I've seen everything. I have literally seen every type of names. Yep. They're really running out of ideas. I like Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper actually was a very unique game that was fun. You don't see that very often. Nowadays, like, you just get all these, like, excuse me? Did I say you could attack me? No. Go away. See, that's the thing. You don't find decent games like that anymore, like AAA games that were good. You're always finding these what ifs and or not a. You're always finding either a new MMO that's trying to be the next WoW killer, or the next Battleground, like, or Battle Royale. Sorry. Stellaris is pretty good. I need to pick up that game. Oh yeah, for those who love XCOM, XCOM 2 is now on sale for free on Epic Gaming. So if you haven't picked up your copy yet, I would highly recommend it. It'll be available, I think, till the 21st of April. Did we clear this out already? We done here? I think we're done here. I think we killed all the cows. Nope, more cows. Kill the cows, all the cows. My favorite franchise, unfortunately, will not be getting any new games because the company, the parent company that owns the franchise is a bag. Yeah, I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate the company that my favorite franchise comes from. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of new indie game guys. Yeah, I love indie games. They have a lot more. They capture the originality of what the Triple H games used to be from the 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s. They have a very huge nostalgic feed for it. That's why a lot of retro gamers like myself will cater to them more, because you get a lot of the clones that, like for me, my favorite franchise has always been Castlevania. And a lot of the indie developers have been making almost like Castlevania clones. Prime example that came out by a couple years ago by one of the people who used to work on Castlevania, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, and he released that. Yeah, way too many shitty AAA games. My biggest gripe, and people who know me, who are watching the stream, know my rant in regards to new games versus old games. I really despise the aspect of a new game comes out, and said new game is littered with bugs, is incomplete, is unplayable because of whatever said reason, and you have to literally pay $80 for an unfinished game. Now, on top of that, you're also looking at any DLCs. You're also waiting for weeks or months for a patch to come out for the game to be basically playable without any glitches or bugs that are going to cause problems. Now, as a retro gamer, I go out and buy a regular Nintendo cartridge or a Super Nintendo cartridge, and I know 100% this game's going to be either good or bad. It's going to be worth the money that I pay, and it's a complete game. If I want a continuation, I have to wait for the sequel to come out, if it comes out. None of this, oh, I bought a game and it's glitched, I have to wait for a patch, I've paid $80 for it. Okay, so they patched it after about a month of time after it's been released, and now I have to play through the game, and I find out it's incomplete, and now I have to wait again for the patch to come, or the DLC to come out, and I have to pay another $70 so I can continue the story. Why? I understand you have deadlines, but if you're going to work on a game, release the entire game as a whole. Sure, we have to pay $90 to $100 for said game, but at least I know it's complete and not littered with bugs. Like, fuck. Prime example? Cyberpunk 2077. Great hype. Yeah. They're too ambitious, right? And they're incomplete. Why do I have to pay $80 for a game that's not even finished or is not even fully playtested? At least with this game, I know that I get my money's worth. The game is finished. The game's complete with when it got released. So I'm paying $70 or $60 depending on where you are, or $50 depending where you're buying it from, and it's a whole game already. Yeah, like the DLC were just added stories. That makes sense. but I shouldn't have to pay, you know, well, I don't know. I don't have to, like, that's the thing about games like that. Like, when you release a game like Spider-Man for PlayStation 4, it's a game that's already been completed. The DLC is basically, it's basically just a continuation of the story or an add-on. Like, the main story's done, this is just some additional content for you. There's nothing wrong with that. Heck, I'm also the type of person who doesn't like who plays fighting games, and I shouldn't have to pay DLC for characters. A character comes out, or they add a new character, it should be implemented in the game. Or, if you don't want people to have said characters right away, make them unlockable. Not, oh, you have to pay $10 to $20 for this character. Why? Exactly. Don't waste your money on games until you know you've seen a review or you've seen a viable source gameplay of said game. Look at the pros and cons before jumping into a game. Like, I willy-nilly openly admit I've bought a game because my friends recommended it. I dived into said game, played 5 minutes, and basically uninstalled it because it was garbage. It's not for me. And I wasted $20 or $20 or $30 depending on the game, and I can't refund it because I played a certain amount of time in it, or it's not refundable or something like that. That's the thing. Like, that's why, you know, I agree with you entirely, Colin. Don't buy something you're not going to enjoy. If you know you're going to enjoy it, buy it. Enjoy it. Recommend it to people. But if you're going to buy something, it comes down to the whole aspect of buyer beware. And a lot of the games nowadays have really lost their touch on matters. They've lost the pizzazz and they went off left field compared to what we used to do. So when we used to play games when we grew up with the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GameCube, PlayStation, Xbox, all those games, when you bought a game, you were getting a full game. You paid the money, that was the game. Right there. You wanted a sequel, you had to wait until the next release came out. Or the next part of the story came out. And to me, that's where gaming was wholesome and pure, because you got your money's worth. Now you're paying twice as much money for unfinished dribble. I don't think you want to do that. I don't want to do that. But yet people still do it. Which brings another topic up that I have to discuss. I get it. People hate Fallout 76. Bethesda did people dirty on their pre-release. And all the bugs and all our stuff in that. And now, because of what has transpired, they're basically burying it without even taking a look at it now. I love Fallout. I have everything about Fallout. I have all the Fallout games on my Steam library. A lot has changed in Fallout 76. That argument that you say that it's terrible and all our stuff is invalid now. I'm sorry to say. You can basically put that one to rest. They've fixed it all. They've done a lot of things with it. It's playable. A lot of people have been playing with it a lot. I've seen communities on there where I've gone to servers and it's basically literally like hundreds, or not hundreds of people, but the max amount of people you can have on a server. And I've had wait times where I'm waiting to get into a game. So people saying that, oh, I refuse to play Fallout 76 because of what they did and blah, 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 it's just Fallout 4 and yada, yada. Your argument's invalid now. I'm sorry. Time to put that to rest. Call it a day. Can't literally use that argument anymore. Now, if you just don't want to play it, that's understandable. Exactly. No Man's Sky was another one. Like, look what happened to that. That was a dumpster fire and a half. And now it's like one of the best games out there. Still is. Like, they retooled it and everything. Same with Fallout 76. They literally did so much work on it now. It's literally a completely different game. Like, sure, the aesthetics is great with or are similar to what when it was released, but NPCs are in it. You have factions to choose. You have so many quests and mini quests to do. Like, there's so much you can do in the game now. They've added vaults. You can make your own vault now in the game. Like, there's so much. And I'm actually thinking about pushing that game a lot more, and I might be actually streaming with people. That'd be awesome. Like, I think, like, that was one thing in Fallout 3 that was touched briefly, and I think should be brought back. I mean, we just finished a story with the Brotherhood of Steel. That was fun. Yeah, like, I think the next thing I'd like to see, another thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see the NCR show up, or the Minutemen, or any of the other factions of Fallout start showing up in 76. Sure, I know it's early still, like the game timeline is early, but even still, it'd be nice to see them. The game is getting content, and it's actually doing pretty good. So we can't really do much with this. That argument now is, I'm sorry, it's done. Yeah, like, I'd like to see the introduction of the NCR. Let's bring them in. Bring another faction. We've got the Settlers. We've got the Raiders. We've got the Brotherhood of Steel. We've got the Enclave. Let's bring in the freaking NCR. That'd be fun. I'd be down for that. I'd be totally down for that. So, this is the thing. I don't understand people's. I can understand people's concerns about certain games. They don't want to play it. That's fine. But I don't want to hear ranting and raving or complaints because, oh, this game is so bad, when their argument's like a year or two old and they've already corrected that problem. So I think they need to let that go and find a new reason to argue that it sucks. Until then, I think that's basically it. It's 10 o'clock my time, probably 11 o'clock in the east, so it's getting close to lunchtime, so I want everybody to know that I am going to be trying to get into a steady streaming schedule. Anytime between Thursday to Sunday. This is going to be my days off. So I'll be doing my usual segments, my playthroughs of things, maybe some morning streams or late night streams. I may be doing those periodically during those days. But my stream days for the time being are from now on until further notice are going to be Thursdays to Sundays. So if I stream during those days, that's my schedule. George the Jedi, thanks. George Jedi will be streaming usually as Fridays, Saturdays. He's going to let me know when he's available. For those who are tuning in and curious on where is G-Dub or D-Rock, life has taken priority. they have taken a leave of absence. I'm not sure when they'll be back, if they'll be back. Yeah, all we can do is play it by ear. That's all we can do. Those who actually follow us on the channel there, be respectful on the Discord. Be respectful that they haven't, came on stream. They've been busy with their lives. Penrose is the same way. Things have been a little tough for them right now, so not much we can do about that. I'll do my best to entertain you guys. I'm sure George Jedi will do the same. We're gonna get this ball rolling. We're gonna get a little bit more things going on around here. Probably get some more community games going where you guys can do things. I actually want to get the Chaos runs up and running again for Symphony of the Night, because those were fun, where you guys can basically screw around with my game to the point where it's like stupidly hard for me. So you guys can basically stick it to me and go, haha, try surviving this. Which I think would be great. Maybe some Jackbox. I'd like to get a couple Jackbox games going. I'm going to see if I can converse with a few other people and see about getting some MMO games going again. Maybe some Star Wars: The Old Republic, Star Trek Online, Secret World Legends, Diablo 2, Fallout 76, a whole bunch of them that I'd like to get a group of people to play, discuss things, and do things with. Maybe even a couple D&D sessions. Who knows? It's up in the air. You are curious and want to know, don't hesitate to hit the Discord. Feel free to join us on the Discord here. What? Anyways, just letting you know, if you want to join us, hit the Discord. All you have to do is just press exclamation and Discord, and it'll bring up their link to our Discord. If you missed this stream, or for those who are watching that, we have our link to our Facebook page. We have a link to our YouTube channel. All right, Colin, thanks for stopping by. Take it easy and have a good day. Yeah, if you're interested in wanting to join in on some things or even participate in some of the streams, by all means, don't hesitate to hit the Discord or chime in. But as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. So this is the end of the stream. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully, maybe even later today. I might do some Fallout 76. Who knows? But until then, this is Dkaelynd signing off. Have yourselves a good day. Take care. See ya.